Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So let's get right to it. There's really no benefits to marrying black men. Let me explain. I'm coming from a place personally where in my family there's about 100, almost 150 years worth of marriage experience with black men. Excuse me. Starting with my grandparents were married for 52 years. Okay. My parents just celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary. My aunt and uncle have been married almost 35 years. And then with my marriage, even though I'm currently separated, I'm still legally married. I've been married since 2009. So I have 12 years. So if you put all that together, a little over 140 years of experience of dealing with marriage, dealing with black women that are married to black men, that were or are married to black men. So I can talk a little shit because in my personal family, there's a lot of years put in with black men. Okay. So I could talk a little shit. Just as Cynthia G says, shout out to Cynthia G. When you choose to marry black men, for the most part, not all, but when you choose to marry black men, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be a married single mother. Okay? Even though me and my husband, we never had any kids, I was a single wife. You know, it was like I was married, but for the most part, it still felt like I was single because I was, still struggling, like just trying to like make ends meet, just trying to rub 2 pennies together, and then at a certain point I woke up like, what the fuck am I doing? This isn't working. It's not working. I might as well just be single. Like, if I'm gonna struggle this bad, I might as well just be single. And with my grandmother and my mother and my aunt, they all had to carry the load. If you watched my previous videos, you already noticed. They all were with subordinate men, weak men that didn't know or don't know how to compete with other races of men. They don't know how to compete academically or economically. Okay, and then my mother and my aunt chose not to break the cycle. They chose to continue the cycle. They saw the marriage that their mother had with their father. Okay, my grandmother was the breadwinner. All the women in my family are breadwinners. My immediate family are breadwinners. My grandmother was a breadwinner. She had to do everything. When I tell you my grandfather never paid a bill, never paid a bill. She did everything. Okay? The roles were completely reversed. He would give her paycheck, and then she would have to figure out what bill needs to be paid when. I got to figure out this, that, and the third. Da, 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 da. She had to do everything like she was a single mother. Same thing with my mother. My mother used to go, she was a school teacher, used to come home from work, and she used to teach in the hood in South Philly. Come home from teaching badass hood kids all day. Come home, have to deal with her own 3 kids. Okay. Come cook dinner, clean, help us with our homework, give us a bath, and then go to bed and do it all over again the next day. Mind you, by the time we got home from school, my father worked night. So my mother worked during the day, my father worked at night. So he would be at home all day, right? My father. Do you think he helped her? Like, okay, well, let me at least vacuum, mop. Let me get the house together. Let me, get some snacks for the kids, when they come home from school. Let me at least, thaw the chicken out or prepare some food. Like, let me chop up the vegetables. So like when she comes home, all she got to do is throw it in the pot, like a tag team situation. Do you think he would help her prep in any kind of way when she got home? No. When we got home from school, this nigga would be listening to the radio, reading his newspaper. And then when she got home, he would go to work and she had to do everything. I wish the fuck I would. Come home, working 8+ hours, and now I got to deal with my own 3 kids. Yo, big nigga ass is here. You've been home all day, all fucking day, and you can't at least cook dinner? You can't cook dinner, and you're home all fucking day. You don't go to work till 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. You couldn't get dinner ready. You can't help the kids with their homework. I got to come home and do all that shit. She was a married single mother. He literally was just dead weight. He would, and that's that 50-50 shit. Same thing like my grandfather. Same shit. My father would give my mother his paycheck and she had to figure everything out. I got to figure out which bills to pay, when I pay this much, pay this bill, that much. And it's like, it was pretty, like, he would have been better off just living his life and sending child support. Because, I mean, what's the difference? You're in the house, but you offer no help. No help. Ask me how many times I've seen my father cook a meal in my entire life. I'm 37 years old. I've probably seen maybe twice in my entire life. Twice. Where my father cooked a meal. And that's only because my mother was sick. And my mother rarely gets sick. For whatever reason. She's got strong genes. She would rarely get sick. But when she did get sick, that was the only time he would, chip in. Was because she just physically couldn't do it. And even then, it was like, it wasn't like a meal. It wasn't like, roasted chicken and like potatoes and vegetables. No, it would be like soup and grilled cheese. Something real easy, just real easy. I mean, just no kind of help. No, I mean, just literally ask me how many times I've ever seen him pick up a mop or broom. Now he would take the trash out. Yeah, he would do that. He would do the yard work and he would take the trash out. That was the extent of his chores. Yard work and trash. Wow. That really helps a lot. But most of the time my brother was doing it. Well, once my brother got old enough, my brother would take out the trash and do the yard work. So then he was really doing nothing. Once my brother was old enough to do that, to rake the leaves and push the lawnmower, he was really just useless, completely useless. Doing that 50-50 shit, it is no such thing as 50-50, like Cynthia G said. And it was literally like, it wasn't even 90-10. It was like 95-5. Like, he literally would just go to work, give my mom his paycheck, and watch TV, watch the game, and drink his beer. Like, They were like roommates. They were married roommates. You know, and it's just like, no, I don't want that. I look at the marriages in my family, I'm like, I don't want what y'all have. I don't want it. I don't want it. If that's what black love is, I'm not interested. I couldn't be any less interested. I couldn't be any less interested. Because why the fuck would I lay up with a man and purposely struggle? Purposely struggle. And you got a whole grown ass, human ass, nigga ass man in your house. Doing the bare fucking minimum. Beyond the bare minimum. Girl, I can't do it. But now that I know how to identify the toxic relationships in my family, I understand that my mother has extremely low self-esteem, extremely low self-worth, and she's codependent on a man. Like my mom, she can't even go to the grocery store by herself. Her and my father go to the grocery store all the time. So, I mean, she is completely codependent on this man. And he's driving her car around. And don't ask me why he never fills up the tank. Never fills up. She just got a brand new Buick that she paid for, and she's letting him drive the fucking car and never fills up the fucking gas tank. I mean, just dumb. You letting a nigga drive your car that you bought and he can't even fill up the gas tank? My mother's almost 70 years old. She's almost 70 years old. I mean, she's going to die picnic. She's going to die living in blackmail, one-sided worship. She's going to die like that. I mean, just living a sad life. This shit is so sad. He doesn't value you anymore. They don't value you when you treat them like children. They don't. They told you times. There was just a fucking tweet. Some guy tweeted a few days ago, and I'm paraphrasing. He said, basically, what all the hypergamous women have been talking about. He said he's living with his girlfriend. They're doing the 50-50 thing. There's no such thing as 50-50. And basically, he said in so many words, when he gets his shit together, he's out. Because one, they're not married, so he's not obligated to, give her anything, which is a 100%, 1,000% true. He don't owe you nothing because he's not. He has no legal bounds to you. And he also said, if she wants to date another man that wants to pay for her and take her on trips, then she has every right to do that. He said, why would I get mad at that? He's like, I don't have a lot of money right now. So if another nigga come along and can give her more than I can, well then hey, I'm happy for her. But these dusties, they're not even hiding the fact that they're dusty anymore. They're coming out, and I love it. The dusties are coming out of the dust closet. They're being so fucking honest. And these pick-me's still can't see it. He said, when I get my shit together, I'm out. I'm out. When are y'all gonna wake the fuck up? I see absolutely nothing wrong with what he said. He's telling you the truth. He's telling you the truth. Like, if he won the lottery tomorrow, he's gone. And he ain't got to give you a fucking dime. Because guess what? You not his wife. Well, thanks for giving me all that pussy when I was down and out. Bye, bitch. That's on you, sis. That's on you. That's why I don't advocate to be laying up with no nigga. No nigga unless you got that ring. Okay? And if you are going to lay up with him, which I don't advise, if you are going to live with your man that you're not married to, he needs to pay for everything. And you need to save your money. Okay? You need to save every little bit of your coin. You shouldn't be living with no man and paying nothing, honey. No. Ask me how I know. Been there, done that. He got nothing to show for it. Let him pay the bills. He wants you to live with him that bad. Let him provide. You save your fucking money. You don't give up a fucking dime, not a fucking penny. Save your money. So, you know, the numbers are what they are. You know, women of all races are starting to wake up and see that black men are, you know, outside of sex, they're not desirable. There's no desirability beyond sex. That's really all they have. All black men really have is their sexual prowess. But that only goes so far. Because one, you know, you're going to get older. You're not going to be able to perform like you used to. And two, you have the shortest lifespan of anybody on this planet. You have the shortest lifespan of anybody on this planet. You just, outside of sex, there's really no catch. There's no desirability. Collectively speaking. Now, are there individual good black men? Of course. But unfortunately, they're an extreme minority. And the numbers are what they are. The numbers don't lie. So if you want to get involved with a black man, you want to marry a black man, you better do your fucking research. Do your research and listen to these stories of all races of women that are or have been married to black men. And make your own decision. Because y'all know my story, so pick the best man for the job. Anyways, that's all I got. Until next time, talk amongst yourselves.